Quality men will show their love for women in many different ways. Today, I'm going to be naming the most common ways. Hi everyone, my name is Bereisaite. I am Greta's sister and also one of her high-value women coaches. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 things that men do to show that they love you. Before we jump into today's video, make sure you take the self-awareness test to find out if you're a woman of high value or of low value. You can find that test in the description section right down below. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing Greta's t-shirt, Chase Goals Not Drama. She has a bunch of really cool t-shirts and hoodies up for sale on her online shop. You can find the link to that in the description section down below. Make sure you have a look. The first way is he invests his time into you. If he loves you, he will always find the time to spend with you. If you, however, are not a priority to him, he will continuously say that he is busy or that he simply doesn't have the time. If he really cares for you, he will say that he wants to spend time with you and that he misses you. And he will back his words up with action by planning a date with you and spending that time with you. If he has to drive a long way to see you, it means he wants to do that because he has feelings for you, especially if you are together for a longer period of time. For example, you're in a relationship and he still does that, and not just in the beginning stages. Then it does really mean he cares for you. For example, he drives 3 hours every single week to see you for an hour. And if he still does that after a longer period of time of being in a relationship, trust me, he really does have feelings for you. And it shows that he really does care for you and potentially is in love with you. The second thing is he respects you. And this is a really important one. He will always listen to what you have to say. He will not interrupt you when you are speaking. He will have respect towards you, your family, and your friends. He will basically treat you well. For example, let's say you started a side hustle. He might be so happy for you that he would tell his friends and family about it because he's just so happy for you that you're following your dreams. Another sign is that he will respect your boundaries. Women naturally notice very, very quickly when men respect or disrespect them. Remember that love and respect go hand in hand for a man. So if you see that he really does respect you, then it does mean that he loves you. Also respect him just the same way. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Greta's YouTube channel down below. The third way is he talks about a future with you. If a man really loves you and you've been in a relationship with him for a longer period of time, or maybe you're married and he might start talking about having kids, it does really mean that he loves you. However, with this being said, don't be fooled if a guy says this on the first week of dating or the first couple of dates. That's simply just love bombing, and that doesn't count as love. I'm really talking about men that women have been in a relationship with for a longer period of time and got to know each other, or for women who are married. If a guy mentions that he wants to have a future with you, it's an amazing sign. And it means that he sees you as his life partner. If he does anything like this, it's always best to smile and to say something like, "That would be such a wise decision," especially if he mentions marriage and you want to get married, or if he mentions kids and you do want to have kids with him. The fourth way is his actions speak louder than his words. If your guy doesn't just speak nice words, but he also takes the action behind it. For example, he tells you that he will help you out with something and he does it. Or maybe he buys you something that you've been wanting for a longer period of time. Or he actually goes ahead and books that holiday that you guys have been talking about. It's basically when he backs up what he says with action taking. It's a really, really good and important sign. And it really does mean that he cares for you, he wants you to be happy, and that he loves you or is falling in love with you, especially if it's the starting stages. But when if this has been going on for a longer period of time, or you're married or really in a relationship for a long while and he continually does this, it does mean that he loves you. Sometimes men may also gift things or presents. I personally always look for more than just flowers because, as I always say, don't be fooled by a flower. It's always about the actions, because I know occasions when men would love bomb women, right, with gifts, flowers, and so on, and tell them that they love them. Flowers are nice and gifts are lovely, of course, but you want a partner for life. You want a man that you can trust, who is loyal, who is good-hearted, has good values, has good morals, and who really means what he says it and is not just manipulating you for something. So don't be fooled by a flower. Instead, look at the actions that he takes on an everyday basis or on a weekly basis, right? How does he really act? For example, if he really helps you move into your new apartment and organizes things and is really there by your side when you need his help, it means he loves you. But when he gifts you flowers but doesn't really help when you ask him to, there's nothing backing it up. Maybe he, for example, even helps your friends or helps your parents. That's a really, really good sign. Or he takes care of something for you because you asked him for help. It's a very good sign, especially if you have a problem. And again, if you're in a marriage or in a really serious relationship over a number of years, and you ask your guy for some help and he really takes the action to help you, right? It means that he cares for you. You're important to him. You're a priority to him. Your happiness is important and he loves you. The fifth way is he cares for you. For example, if you're in a relationship and he finds out that you're sick, he might order food for you to get delivered to your house, or he might cook chicken soup for you. Maybe you're married and you really have back pain, right? And he gives you a massage or asks if you're okay. I know a lot of men that do things like, if the woman has, pains, and she's PMSing and she's not feeling well, that they will actually bring her chocolates, flowers, give her more attention, because they care for her. Or they will bring her something warm to put on her tummy, right? Especially if you're living with your boyfriend or with your husband. If he shows these signs, especially when you say that you're having pains or you're not feeling well, and he pays attention to that and he helps you in a simple but very genuine way, he loves you. He's caring for you. For example, if you get food poisoning and he takes care of you and he's worried about you or how you're feeling, it means he loves you. Again, always remember with the things that I am mentioning, this is really This really shows itself when you have been in a relationship with your guy for a longer period of time, right? Not just in the starting stages, but really over years of a relationship or a marriage. If he continuously does this, for example, you have a 10-year marriage and he still does this. You have a 3-year relationship, he still does this, right? You have a 2-year relationship, 7-year relationship, whatever it might be, and he still does this. If he does this at the starting stage, awesome. Act high value and see just how much of it will continue onwards. But if he starts doing it in the starting stages, it's already a good sign. But simply see if he will continuously do it in the future as well. And here's my bonus tip. He says he loves you and there is nothing in it for him. By this I mean you have been married for a longer period of time, or you are in a relationship and the relationship is going super well, he treats you well, and he says he loves you randomly. When a guy simply says he loves you randomly and the relationship is great, then believe him, especially if you are acting high value and he is high value too. This is, of course, a beautiful sign. And moments like this is what life is really about. If a guy tells you he loves you in the starting stages really early on, then be aware. Remember that he simply might just want your cookie. Also, maybe you don't have all the signs yet that I mentioned, but if you just have a couple, that's also amazing, right? Maybe you don't have any, that's also okay. All you have to do is concentrate on being the best version of yourself, and you can achieve that by being high value. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments section down below what you like the most. And if you want to know how to get him to fall for you via text, games men play on women and how to handle them, how to get your ex back, how to set boundaries, or perhaps you have a hobby that you want to turn into an online business, well, Greta has all of these videos for sale on her website at gretabereisaite.com, and you can find the link to her website down below. Also, if you're not a part of Greta's Facebook group, the High Value Women's School, you can find the link to that in the description section down below as well. Make sure you check it out. Also, Greta has launched an amazing high value women course. In this course, you learn how to be high value from A to Z and literally everything you need to know. It's made up of 5 big modules and 2 bonuses. You can find everything about the course in the description section down below on Greta's website. Make sure you have a look. The course is beyond amazing and I'm sure you will love it. And if you would want to be coached by me, Greta, or any other member of Greta's team, make sure you simply check out Greta's website and book a coaching with us. If you don't follow Greta on her Insta, make sure you do that right now. Her Instagram is Ladies Relationship Coach. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoyed making it for you. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Bye!